Tonight at 9 on 4.
Mad as a Brush. It's Channel 4.
Hello, I'm Bruce from Perth. On Light Lunch today we've got our favourite Australians, all the way from their homes in London, Rolf Harris and Kathy Lett. Cue titles.
G'day, I'm Mel.
And g'day, I'm Sue.
And welcome to Light Lunch, or if you're watching in Australia, welcome to a light midnight snack.
Ripper.
Now, we're going literally... That went down very, very well.
Yeah?
That went down
They probably
very,
didn't
very
recognise. They were Australian accents, not Swedish, not Dutch, Australian.
Good.
Tested
Because
very well.
we're literally going mad for Australia today with a posse of possum lovers who are not only huge down under, but pretty big up top as well.
I should, Coco. We have an Australian singer, songwriter, painter, cartoonist, author, didgeridoo, stylophone player and TV personality in the building. Do you know who it is yet? Yeah? Every so chill band, every so often he straps on an extra leg. Don't we all? It's Rolf Harris.
Ah, yes.
Rolf!
And joining our Rolf, another great Australian export, Kathy Lett.
Kathy!
Thank you. She's originally from Sylvania Waters. Her latest novel, Mad Cows, has been at the top of the best-selling list
was good.
for literally
Mad
months.
Cows?
Yes, Mad Cows. And what's more, you know, she's great mates with Britain's grooviest couple, Tony and Cherie.
So, on today's show, we say they're awesome, they're Australian. Good, I have to say, I love Australia. In fact, I do. Don't challenge me on that.
I didn't know that.
Good. In fact, a large branch of my family live in a small town in Queensland called Croydon Springs. Because living so far away, I've only seen them twice, but you know, they're my blood, my family. I love them. I miss them.
Sue.
Yeah?
Sue.
My family.
Sue, I'd like you to think of me now as a cross between Cilla Black and Jimmy Savile.
That'd be an improvement, I have to say. Top half Jimmy, bottom half Cilla?
Yes.
Good, good.
Because, Sue, I'm going to say this to you now.
Surprise, surprise, Sue! Is that your Jimmy Savile? Because it's uncanny, mate. Get a cigar, and he's literally with me. It's astonishing.
You thought, Sue, they were 12,000 miles away. Well, they are, but by the power of telephone. You can speak to them. And on the line now, we have your Aunt Nolene from Australia.
No.
Yes, we do.
No. Hello, Auntie.
Hi, g'day. How are ya?
Hi, Auntie Nolene. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you still working in that massage parlour?
No, I'm on the television.
No,
Yeah, yes.
Struth, with a face like that, it's like a bag of hammers.
Yeah.
You always thought you'd end up working somewhere where you weren't visible, love.
Yeah.
Do you still have that terrible problem with your kookaburra's nest?
No, that cleared up. No.
Sir, are you still wearing a wig, love?
Thank you, Auntie Nolene. Good luck in Cell Block 8. Lovely to talk to you. No, really, get her off. Goodbye. Lovely. Bye-bye.
Nolene, that was wonderful. I
yeah.
feel like a sort of a televisual social services, bringing families together and cementing that special bond.
Yeah. Cheers, Mel. Yeah. Remind me to get your mad Uncle Vitus from Lithuania to
No.
phone up to talk about your chow fonts, yeah? We'll do that next week. Good. Anyway, later, Rolf will be playing a song from his new album for us. So it's important we all limber up, we all get in tune. So let's say Watcha Cobber to our new house band as they play tribute to the man who pioneered the wobble board. Grrr, Day, Steve, Matt, Dylan and Dan. It's Crowded Kitchen. Excellent. Now, if you're thinking we'll be having a Barbie on Light Lunch today, but no, you're wrong. If you're thinking hot, sizzling Australian chef, yes, you've hit the nail on the head, and you're right. He hails from Sydney, and now he lives in Bali. Some people have it all worked out, don't they? Let's give it up and shake it about for the lovely Jonathan Heath.
Great big kangaroo out the back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I parked my kangaroo, but I had to tie it down.
Tell me
first.
kangaroo, down sport.
Look at you, you burnished hunk. How's life in Bali?
Can't complain. 30 degrees every day.
It's disgusting. My sister's just been there, and she will insist on showing me photos continuously. It's the most beautiful place on earth, apparently.
Absolutely fantastic. Water's blue, the sky's clear, and everything else is great.
So why did you come to London?
Came to London just to explore and launch the cooking school, the hotel cooking school that we do.
Fantastic.
And it's at the Sarai Hotel. It's in Bali, and it's a Australian chef teaching Balinese cooking.
And so that's what you specialise in, the basic name?
Oh, it's one of the specialties we do, because we do a 5-day course, and that's how it works. We take them into the rice fields, we show them the sambals, take them up to the markets and everything like that,
Fantastic.
and teach them how to cook with a wok.
Now, what kind of Southeast Asian cookery are you doing for us today?
We'll do a thing called nasi goreng, which is fried rice. And basically, if you let's start it off here and see how we go.
I'm going to show the recipe board while you do that. Today, we have nasi goreng with acha. Bless me. He's cooking that, and I'm thinking... Well, they're obviously also like good-looking men from Croydon, and the bus fare is frankly cheaper, isn't it? So how do we start off? Then?
Okay, so start off. We need to make a sambal. So, like, basically, we've got some sambal, some kenchot or galangal, a little bit of garlic. We've boiled it in some water, and we need to throw in some coconut milk, put it in a pot, simmer it for 45 minutes, and you've got some sambal.
Excellent. So in English, that is chili, galangal. Can you explain what
Chili,
galangal is?
galangal, it looks like this.
It's a root.
Looks like that. It's a root. Part of the ginger family, and that's how it works. Have a whiff.
Smells like the first cousin in the ginger family, if you ask me. There you go. You can
Anyway.
get that what, from some Chinatown, from local Chinese or Japanese supermarkets?
Yeah, that's right. Any of you
Fantastic.
in Chinatown, you can actually ask, do you have any galangal? They'll tell you no, but you do have it. Just have a
They're
look around.
lying. So you're
Yeah.
lying to me.
Give it a bit of a blend.
It's a blender moment. And it comes all pinky.
Yeah, it goes all pink, like that.
And that is your basic sambal, is it?
That's the base. That's the base, unless you want to start throwing a whole bunch of flavours in there. Throw it into your pan, and let's cook it out for 45 minutes.
Fantastic.
And once you've done that, and then you're left up with this one here. There we go. Yeah. So,
Is it
so
very, very, very hot? It is, isn't it? Let's face it.
It'll slap your lips. It's got a little bit of spice to it.
Well, I'm
so-
in the mood for a lip slapping, so let's
right,
go.
Okay. Okay. So let's start with a little bit of the nasi goreng. Basically, we've got some chicken.
Is nasi goreng a very typical, standard Indonesian dish?
Nasi goreng, they eat it all throughout Asia. Actually, they eat rice, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Save their souls. No cornflakes or anything like that, or dairy product.
That's got a heat to it.
Yeah, it's got a heat. Bring your wok up to a great fine heat. And what we use here is actually we're using like a peanut oil. So some of the audience out there, you might be able to start to smell it. So
Yeah.
yes.
So
no, yes.
can you use any other oil, or is it peanuts the best?
Peanut oil or a little bit of corn oil. Now, smoking here, it's not because we're out of control. It's because
Let's hope not.
it's because you need the heat. It's all about intensity of heat. Let's throw in a little bit of garlic.
Peanut oil, I think, goes under the name of maybe groundnut oil.
Yeah, groundnut oil as well.
I think you can get that in supermarkets. So, in with the chicken.
In with the chicken. Grab your handy spatula. And
Always.
start to give it a bit of a stir.
So basically, Indonesian cookery just done high heat, very, very quickly, similar
High
to
heat.
sort of stir frying. And
Exactly, totally. And you can smell the smell of coming off. That's fantastic. So in the cooking school, this is the actual first dish that we actually teach them.
This is your basic.
This is the basic because rice is the basic dish that they need to learn.
Right.
And then we get on to sambal, spices, we get out the little mortar and pestle, grind away, and away we go.
Fantastic. What's your top tip?
Top tip. The rice we're about to throw into the nasi goreng, last night you went to the Thai restaurant, you've got a little bit of steamed rice left over. Now keep that in the fridge. The next day, pull it out and use cold rice. Don't use rice that you've just cooked, or else you'll overcook your dish.
There you go. Leftover rice. You heard it here first. Now, Mel, I was just wondering, did you happen to see the fascinating witches who put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys, who put the powder on the noses of the faces of the ladies of the harem of the court of King Caractacus?
Yes, yes I did. Now, now let's find... Don't you whisper, young laddie. Hello. What's your name?
John.
What did you just say then?
Nothing.
You said... I heard him. He said, she's rubbish.
Ah,
She doesn't know what she's doing. I like your trousers.
thanks.
They're excellent. Okay, enjoy yourself. Don't know why I'm whispering, but anyway. Well, let's find out what sort of tucker is going down the tucker shoots in the audience today. Or in plain English, that's, well, let's see if we've got any cucumber sandwiches for lunch. I did that very, very well, didn't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes?
Yeah.
Do you give me a thumbs up?
Yeah.
You're a good man. Hello. Hello there.
Hi.
Peace. Hey. Hey, Peace. Are you a hippie?
No.
Are you not? No. This is a lovely jumper.
Thank you.
Is it a dress or is it a jumper?
It's kind of just a long jumper.
Oh, bless you. You've got a lovely face and glasses and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm not going to look at your lunch. I just really wanted to say hello.
Hi.
Peace, man. Hello. Oh, hello.
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 Nice blue shirt.
Well, thank you very much.
Very nice.
Matches
Sorry.
the colour of your eyes.
Oh, they're brown. Great. Lovely. Have you bought some lunch today?
I have brought some lunch today.
What's your
Yes.
name, by the way? Sorry.
My name's David.
David.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Bienvenue.
Oui, madame.
Oh, he speaks a foreign language too. Great.
do.
What's in your lunchbox?
I have a dingo burger.
Show us.
Show you.
Don't just tell. This is show and tell.
Show and tell
This
show.
part of the show.
Ooh, if I can just get the lunch out. We have it in a
Oh,
little groovy
my
lunchbox there.
word.
If we can actually
Oh my goodness.
show it to the old camera.
Is this it's not a Kathy Lett lunchbox, is it? No.
It's not. It's unfortunately
It's
a Rolf Harris lunchbox.
a Rolf Harris lunchbox.
Real Rolf Harris wig there. What we have?
Oh my, hang on a sec, let's just focus on
Ooh.
the lid. Bit of a syrup on the lid there. Lovely. Do you wear that out? I bet you do, David.
I do. Every club.
You do.
Every club I go
Are you
to.
a clubber?
I'm a clubber, yes.
Oi, good man. Okay, what have you got inside?
We got the dingo burger.
Lovely.
Dingo burger, mate.
Lovely.
We got,
Lovely.
We got the pure water from Alice Springs. And we got a bit of a kangaroo crisp snack there. There you
Good.
go.
Want to just put that down there?
Righty ho.
Lovely. And what's in this little? Is this a koala?
It's
It's a sick koala.
It's a sick hedgehog.
Oh,
Oh.
he's got some loo roll wrapped all round him. What's
was
the matter with him?
He's hurt his arm.
Hurt his arm.
Hard as
Right. Hard as him.
He has indeed.
Oh, David, thanks so much for bringing that comedy Rolf Harris
Thank you
lunch
very
on.
much.
You're beautiful.
G'day, mate.
So are you. Like your trousers. Lovely. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, slightly more muted and brown, very autumnal. What's your name?
Richard.
Richard. Have you bought some lunch with you?
I have, but it's behind me.
Oh, quick. What's it? Let's have a quick scrabble. Oh, you're a student. He's got the telltale purple student rucksack. Are you a student, Richard?
No, I'm just penniless.
Oh. Well, you're three quid richer after today, aren't you?
No,
So we gave you
'cause
3 quid.
We walked past a pub after we gave it to us.
Oh.
And
You
it-
drank your lunch money.
Yeah.
You naughty, naughty sausage.
I know.
Hello there. What's this cookie jar? Can we do that again? Why? Why, Richard? Why?
Well, my mum got it so we wouldn't nick the biscuits, so I nicked the tin.
Is a cockerel a very scary thing, do you think, to keep you away? Would have been better to have sort of Des O'Connor singing or something, so when you pull it back, that is marvellous.
Yes.
Richard, goodbye. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
And your purple rucksack. Now, Sue, if perchance the two of us, I don't know, were out horse riding together, right, and I were to have something of a sort of mishap and like fell off my horse, what would you do?
Well, do you think I'd leave you crying when there's room on my horse for two? Yes, of course I would. I'd leave you a snivelling wreck, grovelling in a puddle, to be forever cast out from society, a life left shambolic and in tatters. Then I'd nick your horse, sell it, and go with the proceeds down to the Dog and Duck and have a half a shandy. By the way, Mel also has a similar crick in her neck. You open Mel's face up and it just goes, I don't know what I'm doing! I don't know what I'm doing! I don't know what I'm doing! You don't get to see that very much. That's just in rehearsal. Now, I'm in the kitchen with Jonathan Heath, cooking up an Indonesian dish known as nasi goreng with sambal pedas. Where are we up to, Jonathan?
Okay, so the sambal pedas is done.
And it smells good, I have to say.
Yeah, and on the side. So what we're now making is a little bit of achar. And
Bless you.
Basically, that's a whole bunch of pickled veggies.
Achar.
And achar.
Achar.
Achar, yep. Pickled veggies. We've added the chook into the wok itself.
Chook.
Chook.
It's about time we had a
where
bit
is
of
it?
chook. You know
Out
what I
it
mean?
comes, out it comes. We've got some chook in the wok. So on the side, while we're heating up the wok again, we're throwing a little bit of capsicum. Throw a little bit of that in. Some carrots. It's just a pickle mix.
Right,
Just
so it's
a-
vinegar.
Vinegar, some sugar, and a little bit of ginger. And I said to somebody the other day, have you got a little bit of ginger? They said, well, you're all right, mate. What's this? It's a ginger thing, isn't it? Anyway, so here for your grater. Grab one of these Duvalakis.
It's a dulawaki.
It's a, well, I don't think you get it anywhere.
It's a little bit like a mandolin, isn't it? One of those things that just takes your fingers off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pretend there's a cooking sort of device which takes your fingers off.
If it doesn't get it on the way down, it'll get it on the way back.
So that's called, can you say what that was
A
again?
Duvalaki.
A dulawaki.
Yeah. It's just like a grater. You'll find it anywhere in a good Asian shop in Asia. Come to the Sarai, we'll sell you one.
Okay, good
so,
plug there.
So throw that in, give it, that's all. Basically, that's all we've done. And then,
You look very in control here. Have you ever had any sort of big cooking disasters in your time?
I wouldn't call it a cooking disaster. I'd call it more of a miscommunication with the staff.
It was a disaster.
It was.
What happened?
It's basically we're sitting down. I had to join the people for lunch, and as I did, we asked for some tuna steaks out the can with a little bit of ice cream on top.
Lovely. Not intentional, I presume.
No,
that one.
not totally intentional.
So
but,
what was the mix-up?
the mix-up was that I actually asked for ice cream in Indonesian.
But with what did you mean? Say sauce, maybe, or
on a dollop of tuna. There you go. So it didn't really work. But let's follow into the nasi goreng. Okay, so the chook's in there. We need to throw in a little bit of chook. Do you use chook around here? Chook?
I use a lot of chook.
Okay,
personally.
okay.
I'm chook mad. I
Throw
am.
in the prawns. The achar's just nicely going on its own there. That's ready to go. Let's throw in some beans, or some peas, or haricot.
I was amazed. You know, people cut that stuff so fine. I'm amazed. Do you get somebody else to do that? I mean, that is so time-consuming.
Yeah, the girl at the back did it. Yeah.
She's brilliant.
The,
I'm going to say her
throw-
name. It's Portia. She's skilled. Okay.
A little bit of carrot, a little bit of cabbage. Throw in the onion. Have you had nasi goreng before?
I've had sort of rice that's been kept in a fridge for a week, but it's
Right.
not been as nice as
Right,
this.
okay,
No, I wouldn't
okay.
call it nasi goreng. I'd just call it sort of cold takeaway, I have to say.
Okay, give it a stir.
What do you call this style of cooking? Have you?
It's,
got
I mean,
a name
it's just wok frying, and basically just bringing out the flavour. It's all about adding everything in last minute.
for it? Egg.
Throw an egg in there.
Egg.
No, watch.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's good. No, I
mean,
approve.
I mean, if you can't have a dish without it being an Australian day without having a little bit of egg in there, can you?
I suppose so.
You're lucky you don't slip bacon in there. Anyway, okay, we get to that stage. Now we can go add the rice, and you can turn it off at that point.
And just mix it in, and that's.
We'll
what it
start
is.
to mix it in. We'll start to add the sambal, put in the sauces and the spices,
Mm-hmm.
and that's some of the things we explain actually how to make the sambal. 7 different sambals and spices in the actual Sarai cooking school itself. So we show all the guests how to make it, and then at the end of the time, they can combine their own flavours onto at home.
Just do the DIY. DIY
Exactly.
Indonesian cooking. What's your top tip, Jonathan?
Top tip. Basically, I'd say don't use cold steam rice. Don't use it just fresh out of the pot. And as you saw, we're using peanut oil instead of olive oil.
And why is it? Olive oil's, there's a problem with that in a wok, isn't there?
Just so your kitchen doesn't go up in flames, because
That's good.
yeah, well, it's fair enough. It's all about high heat cooking. So peanut oil will give you a far greater heat.
There you go. Peanut oil or groundnut oil. Now, we've got to take a bit of a break, but don't go away, my little wallabies, because when we come back, we'll be lunching with the legendary Rolf Harris and the literary Kathy Lett. And ladies, don't go surfing the airwaves, because all the surfer you need is right here. Yes, and he's mine. We're going to give you a lesson, gentlemen. This is the reason for you to tune in again in how not to communicate with women in Australian slang. So, we'll see you in 3.
There's a new aftershave coming that's fresh. No, fresher than that. That's it.
The Wilkinson Sword FX Performer. A razor that's designed to flex, so it gently hugs your face and shaves you close. Fresh thinking from Wilkinson Sword. The feel of smart design.
Disney Channel with Boyzone, and I'm just going to ask them a question. So, how hard is it to make a tour?
Very difficult. I mean, you gotta. There's a lot involved with dancing and musicians.
How much do you have to actually sacrifice for this?
Just have to go up early in the morning, get in, and well,
Didn't do a lot, but no, I think not. No. Go on, go new one.
well, we prefer them both. We didn't really manage.
What's going on?
Kuye kwamemeza abantu bonke mandulo kumemeza abantu abadala kangaka webantwana nisalalele nga
umbiko wokufika kwentokozo enkulu nanzo wenkanyezi enhle naso
sonke mama
elandelwa iziziswa sifele swene lo
baba wami
abuza ithuza esho lakho simemeze naswelinguza sithi usifikile inkosi yamakhosi inhle naso soza silandele khona sizophumelela.
When virtual reality grows up, he wants to be real reality. So come on, play for real. Collect your bike before November 7th, and you pick up 10 quids worth of free add-ons. Neat cheat, huh? Now, go to Halfords. Sayonara, bikers.
Well, that's the bangers finished. Where's the mash?
Sausages. Buy one, get one free.
Introducing new Senses Gel by L'Oreal Studio Line. The look, flexible hold, non-sticky feel, fresh scent. New Senses Gel by L'Oreal Studio Line. Because you're worth it.
Hey, welcome back to LL. Good. Very shortly, like that, we'll be sitting down with our Antipodean cousins, Rolf Harris and Kathy Lett. But before the break, we promised to teach all you men out there how not to pick up Australian women. Sue, I was actually chatted up by an Australian man last night.
Were you, Chinny Recon?
Yes.
What do they say to you?
Well, not much. He drunk a lot of long necks and he was so crook, he yodeled.
What a deal! What a drongo! What a dig!
What a deadhead! Not the kind of bozo to settle down and have ankle biters with. Buckley's. Well, my friend, let's try and get on with some great stuff on television.
Or feed income cobble, let's have a bull with some bonzer on the idiot box.
No worries.
Well, this Sheila, moving seamlessly, this Sheila is Bruceless, because I very carelessly left a man somewhere. I rarely have one, and when I do, I lose him. That man is Jonathan Heath. I found him again. Hi there, Jonathan, how are you doing?
How's it going? Fantastic.
Good. Now, in the kitchen here, best place for a man. Yes, I was the one that said it, so write to me with your complaints. Now, Jonathan, remind us what we're making for our lunch today.
All right, Sheila. We're making some...
All right,
nasi...
Bruce.
Oh,
God. You're not in front of Barbie, you see. I'd be, you know, Barbieing. That's the men's
I could plop out my prawns and start grilling them, but...
It's daytime, so
all right,
I'd rather eat it.
Let's go.
For me, it'll be Christmas, obviously,
let's keep it clean, then, will we? We're on to nasi goreng, fried rice.
Yep.
We've done the sambal. We've made the acar, which is a fantastic dish on the side, and it's all about putting all the sauces together. So let's get on to that.
So apply more heat.
Apply more heat. As you saw, like, you can turn this off and continue cooking anytime you like. It's great. So let's add it. What's your spice intake?
It's good. It's sort of fair to Midland.
Fair to Midland?
That's good. Yeah, that's
right,
about my spice
Let's add
intake.
some of that. Okay. So basically, and then
I contemplated making a Spice Girl joke, but I just thought, nah, I can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? We've had those, haven't we? It's not the season for it. We're approaching winter. It's Christmas.
A little bit of ketchup mayonnaise. I'm just going to cut in every now and then. A little bit of ketchup mayonnaise.
Now, what's it? Ketchup?
Ketchup mayonnaise. It's like sweet soy sauce.
Can you get that in England?
In Chinatown, anywhere in Chinatown. Cool. Once again, they're just see how they go on. Ask them for it. It's a Indonesian product, and then a little bit of salty soy. Which you've seen all in Chinatown. A little bit of sesame oil.
Just for flavour?
Just for flavour. And if you felt like, if you had a thirst, Didn't want the white wine. Didn't want something from France. Have a bintang from Indonesia. Absolutely beautiful to go with.
Is that a beer or?
Yeah, it's a beer. It's a beer.
Indonesian beer, fantastic. What's your top tip for this part?
Okay, this one would be, well, once you've cooked it out, mince it around, use the back of your spatula to spread all the rice around. So away you go like that. A little bit of salt and pepper. And it's all about just heating up all you're doing is cooking the chicken and the prawn.
It looks fantastic. Well, if you dish up, I shall give out some recipe details. Now, if you'd like a copy, please send a stamped addressed envelope to us at Free Post Lunch. But please state which recipe you'd like. Tune into Foretell on page 330, or you can find us on the net by surfing. No, not yet, Gromit. Down, boy. That's good. That's excellent. Good. Or the World Wide Web at Channel 4 site on the internet. That's good. That's great. But later, and thank you, Jonathan. Sorry, slightly distracted there by Rogue, nude surfer with strange hat on. Look at that. I think a round of applause is in order. Thanks very much.
Enjoy your lunch.
I will do, thank you. Now, band, are you hungry?
Ripper, mate.
Well, you're not getting any of this. Now, audience, are you hungry? Yeah! Then let us grab some tucker.
Surfer saucy. Now down. Now we've invited someone for lunch who must have to eat a lot of tucker to keep his strength up. He just can't stop. Painting, singing, writing and presenting television. Please welcome the wonderful, the only Wizard of Oz, Rolf Harris.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Welcome. Rolf, please sit down. You're there next to Susie. Yes. There you go. Please welcome our second Australian luncher, best-selling novelist, columnist and friend of Tony and Cherie, Kathy Lett!
Cuddle.
See, look at that manners, you see, a leapt to the feet.
Cheer, Jen. Bit of Aussie bonding. It's so nice to have you on light lunch. And you're matching as well.
Aren't we gorgeous?
Yeah, you look beautiful.
A little bit of red.
You thought Australians had no style.
Look, we've got to explain how to talk Aussie, really.
Yeah, we messed up.
Did we get it wrong?
No, didn't get it wrong. No, but to get it perfect, you've got to imagine the sun's blazing down. You daren't open your eyes in case the sun gets in.
Right.
So your mouth is like jammed like that. So you talk like that without moving your mouth.
You do. And you can't open it too wide in case a fly goes in.
That's it.
That's it.
See?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah, how you going? Oh, really good. Yeah, look, and do you know what? You're talking about what a dag.
Yeah, what is... Oh, no, I've heard a dag is a bit rude. We can't say that.
Rude.
Isn't it rude?
It's not rude.
Is it not
fact
rude?
of life, you know, if you're dealing with animals all day. You've heard of a dagaphone, have you? Dagaphone?
No.
Oh, really? That's fascinating. A dag... No, you know when you're crutching sheep...
Crutching sheep?
Yeah, you get all the bits of dried manure off the back of the sheep. They're called dags.
I was going to say bon appetit, but it seems to be a little bit redundant.
No, and a dagaphone, you get little bits of dried ones. They're really hard, and you put them on barbed wire, and you hit them with a teaspoon. Like, dum, dum, ding, ding, ding,
like a sort of xylophone.
It's a class
manure
act.
xylophone.
I made that up, by the way.
Good. Australian men always talk about sheep. Australian version of foreplay is shearing. You know?
From crutching sheep, let's focus
the
in on this delicious lunch.
This is nasi goreng.
Tuck in.
Watch the manners. Look, napkin
Yes.
on the lap.
Gosh, Rolf got better manners than I have.
I came from Aussie. I'd never heard of a napkin.
We're supposed to eat with our feet, aren't we? Being Antipodeans, I think we are.
No, the thing was, when I was a kid, I never had time to eat sitting down. I used to rush around and eat on the way out to somewhere. I was busy.
Oh, what's your verdict, Kathy?
Oh, it's great. That is fabulous.
It's quite nice and spicy, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, the way to a woman's heart is definitely through her stomach. That is not aiming too high.
No, that is
Where is
definitely
he?
true.
Can we marry him?
What, the surfer? He's
Down.
all over.
Stop
He's
it.
omni everywhere. I must just ask you first of all, let's just lunge into the jugular of the conversation. Rolf, are you all right there? You're having a bit of problem with the carrots?
No, it's not. I didn't put.
There you go.
Got
Okay.
that. I'm going to keep that and frame it.
Oh, get off.
Yeah.
It's just there. Why did you move from Australia to Britain in the first place? Kathy, what was your reason?
Well, I had to escape the blokes. I hate to say it, Rolf, but I mean, most Australian men, they sort of disprove the theory of evolution. They are kind of evolving into apes, you know? They are. You know, they have a three-grunt vocabulary of sort of, no, dunno, and that's about it. It's true, it's true.
That's a certain group of them. It's the beer drinking ones.
I have to say, I shared a flat with 20 Australians at the Edinburgh Festival.
we
both
shared
shared a flat. And I
you
walked
survived?
in.
Do you know
well,
what they
just
said?
about. I walked in one morning and one of them said, the home help's arrived.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I know.
It was a tense moment. But anyway, pushing on. Why did you first move to Britain, Rolf?
I came to go to art school and I wanted to try and see if I could stand on my own feet. I was 22 and I'm living at home and I thought, I've got to see if I can stand on my feet. You know, they said, why don't you go to art school in Sydney? And I had aunties and uncles there and I thought, oh, it'll be just like living at home. You'll be living with Auntie Pix or Auntie Joe or somebody. And so I just wanted to see if I could make it on my own, basically.
Do you find there's a lot of differences then between the kind of Australian personality, if you can stereotype it like that, and the British
Well, you can't stereotype it,
No.
really.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, I'm
Stereotype
fluent
away,
in stereotypes.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, the Australian sense of humour is very dry. And Australians have a sense of humour
Very
sort of
macabre.
drier than the AA clinic, don't you
Macabre.
think? Very black. Whereas English sense of humour is very witty, fantastically ironic. You know, there's no irony deficiency here. And
This show's quite unpatriotic then, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, but you do sort of, you know, you have black belts in tung
Karate.
fu. Tung fu.
Tung fu.
You know, very sharp.
I like that.
I love
Tung
that.
fu.
Tung fu.
I love that.
Yeah.
But in the personality, I think we're more laid back, aren't we? Australians, we're not workaholics, we're sort of shirkaholics. We get out of work as often as possible. Well, I do.
Oh, it depends on the person. See, I don't agree with half of what you're saying.
Rolf,
really.
you're no shirker. You've done blooming everything, haven't you?
Yeah.
How many
but
careers have you had?
See, I grew up with a dad who was hooked on the work ethic, right, basically, and I really admired him, and so you sort of tend to go with that, don't you? You go with what you admire about somebody.
Yeah.
Either, you know, if your parents say my mum was really anti-alcohol because her father had been a lay preacher in Wales,
Oh, really?
and for mum, if you took a drink, you were by definition a drunkard. If you went into a pub, you were a drunkard. So either you take on board your parents' attitudes or you rebel and you become a boozer yourself.
Are
And
you an alcoholic then?
I keep off the grog, yeah.
I
Not
told you I'd
interested
do
in
a
it.
pun. I told you I'd get to a pun somewhere. We
Kathy.
said we'd pun.
Puns are the pillow on which I sleep, that's all I'm saying. I love
Kathy is the queen of pun, apparently.
Okay,
We'll be doing
I'll
some more
try
of
not to
that.
overdo it. One,
Sorry,
one's
patting,
enough.
patting your hand a lot.
Patting hand.
Yeah.
I want you to just check this. I don't know whether it'll still work, but it could do.
Go
Hang on a
for
sec.
it. Go on, Rolf. What?
Hey?
Very good.
Hey?
I like that.
Fantastic.
What was that?
That was very sticky glass on the bottom of it.
I hope you've noticed, lunching visitors, that we've got a special boomerang-shaped table.
Does that mean you want us to
I
come
didn't
back?
suss that out. I'm sorry, no,
All right.
I missed that. But that's good. That's
Oh,
good. Thank you.
Very good. We're touched, aren't we? We're touched.
Australia seems to have become, though, a sort of quite hip, happening, sort of, you know, culture-y
Groovy,
place.
groovy.
Very groovy.
Since we left, you know. Well, we do give very good hedonism. We know how to party. Big party animals. Oh, a part of the pun, I didn't mean it. It can't just
A
slip
likely
out.
story.
No, I'm not going to pun. I'm trying to grow out of them. But it is great fun. The women are wonderful. The world's best kept secret, I think. They're really feisty and funny and fab. Don't you think that?
And all those brilliant films that have come out, you know, the Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Muriel's Wedding. I mean, all that kind of stuff is just brilliant. And the comedy as well. It's my plate like that. But Rolf, you've had many, many strings to your bow, haven't you?
If you were a violin, you'd have 15 strings.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done everything.
Highly
Painting,
strung.
cartooning.
I tell you, I regard myself as very lucky that television had been invented during my life because I've been able to use all the different elements in television and fit them all together and use them all.
Is there
which
anything
wonderful.
still that you really want to do that you haven't sort of done before?
Well, when I was doing the cartoon programs, I used to really wish I had time to actually make maybe just a 5-minute little cartoon. But then, of course, you've got to spend so much damn time doing it. You look at Wallace and Gromit, you know, and you realise that Nick Park, or perhaps you don't realise, but Nick Park has to set aside like 3 years to make one of those things.
Yeah.
Every day, all day.
Yeah. You're also very famous because you created the wobble board, you did.
Whoa.
Yeah,
How did that come about?
Well, I was going to bring it in and they said, don't take it in because I was going to bloody get it.
Go and get it, Rob.
Now we can talk about it while he's gone.
Right, let's talk. Was Rolf Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Was Rolf the legend when you were growing up in Australia?
God.
Was he? He was God.
He's actually God.
God has returned.
God is back.
Hooray.
This is the original wobble board. For
No
anybody
way.
who's interested in magic, the genius of magic in the world for this century was a man called Robert Harbin. Bob Harbin. He created, you know, all the magic, the zigzag woman where you put them in a box and then you cut them up and push a hand up here and a leg there and the head here. He invented all those wonderful illusions. And I worked with him on television when I first came here. He's like a father figure to me. And I painted this portrait. And I thought blue would be wonderful as a magical colour, as a background. And I covered it in blue and I couldn't get it to dry. So I propped it over an oil heater. And the smell was atrocious. I opened the window and opened the door to get a gale to get rid of the pong of the turpentine. And I come past, I tested it to see if it was drying and burnt the finger, you know, red hot. And I thought it's going to catch alight. Picked it up to fan it and oh, well, I've got it on another piece, but picked it up to fan it and it went. And I thought, what an amazing sound. I did it again and it seemed to have a regular rhythm and I just started accenting every second one. And I'd written the song, The Kangaroo, and it went, kangaroo.
It's in tune and everything. That's amazing.
Round of applause for the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Well, I have to say, close up here, you, me, here, Kathy, you're there, lovely. You're 67 years old. How do you do it? You're looking...
It's astonishing.
Good. Good.
It's doing
What's your
something you
secret?
love to do, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I get a lot of sleep.
What do you do?
No redeeming vice? There must be a redeeming vice somewhere in there.
I think it's something. Work, I suppose, work. I enjoy what I do, I love what I do, and
Fantastic.
do it as often as
You
I
both write, of course. You're both writers. What
Chicks mostly with 2 children.
Solid.
What are you working on at the moment, Kathy?
Doing a new novel, doing a sitcom, you know, dropping my own
You're
name.
writing a sitcom.
Yeah.
I'm going to cough all through this. I've inhaled a
Spice.
piece of nasi
Little bit of
goreng
spice
down
in
the
the
air pipe.
Do you want mouth to mouth?
Do you want to...
Oh,
That'll cure it.
That is a first. That's the first time we've had mouth to mouth at the table.
Yes.
I demonstrated the Korean hand massage on her back earlier on. It's absolutely amazing.
Girls.
Her back, a really stiff back. So you put your hands together like that and get terrific pressure there, and you just go like this, and it.
Oh, do one of the girls. You'll go orgasmic.
Please do me, Rolf.
And you just go
I
like
feel
this.
really robbed.
Oh, Rolf. Oh, that's good.
Good, well, I'm going to leave Mel getting slapped. Later on, I'm going to try and distract Rolf and get him to show me how to make a dagger phone. Right, we've got to call a temporary halt to the proceedings now, but after the break, we'll be back with some didgeridoo tunes, rather. A track from Rolf's new album, sung by the great man himself, and Kathy Left is going to make a slap-up pudding for us. Or did she say a pudding for us slappers? Well, whatever you didgeridoo, didgeridoo, go away.
Every young builder knows that before you build, you blast. Then it's away with the rubble, up with the crane, and down with the foundations. Big Action Construction from Fisher-Price. It's a young developer's dream.
Even more low prices from Pound Stretcher. A kid's character hat, scarf and glove set for $3.99 each. A baby doll nursery set or a turbocharged racing car set at $7.99 each. Or 8 luxury Christmas cards for only 99p. Pound Stretcher. Much more than just great prices. Huh?
Buy Space Jam on video and you'll get the best offer this side of the galaxy. A Looney Tunes video free instantly. Space Jam, own it on video.
Today, I have decided to be pink. Dark pink nail polish, fuchsia lipstick. Last night, I was wicked. Black, darling. Today, pink girls flirt with everyone. Pay attention to no one.
She enhanced our profitability.
That is so interesting. Taxi! Pink girls get what they want.
New celebrations, all my favorites in miniature.
Baby, I've been waiting. I've been waiting night and day. I didn't see the time. I waited half my life away.
Mummy's going to be very cross with you.
Cross? Why?
Because that's her fairy liquid for her hands.
It's for getting dishes clean.
Mummy says these bubbles are soft and gentle and kind to her hand.
Well, it's done a very good job on these dishes, hasn't it?
Yes?
And are my hands soft?
Well, not as soft as Mummy's hand, but that's because you don't do as much washing up as Mummy does.
Very liquid.
Hey, welcome back to Light Lunch with Rolf Harris and Kathy Lett and David, who was on the show a little bit earlier.
Blueberry
Hello
shirt.
there. Right, today, hello David, today we're being Australian in England, just like the Ashes. The only difference is that the Australians probably don't mind us staying here.
Now,
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
They got it. They got it. Processed it. Didn't like it. Sent it back. A bit like a boomerang. It was a boomerang of a gag there.
Good.
Now, Mel, earlier I displayed
Hello.
my highly developed knowledge of Australian slang, but
You
have
did.
I ever told you I'm also a dab hand at the didgeridoo? Did
No,
I?
I think you left that off the list, mate.
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
dab hand at the didgeridoo.
No.
I am. Now, why don't you have a pathetic attempt in a vain effort for me to embarrass you and show everyone how unskilled you are, and then I'll have a go.
Okay.
Go on, then.
You watching, David?
I'm watching.
Good man.
She's got her evil eye on you, mate. I'm telling you, this is the
Give me
beginning
some
of a rocky
support.
road for
Give
you,
me
so
some
just
support.
easy. Okay.
Tuneful, but not that good.
Not good. Shall I show you how it's done? Eh, David, eh?
Go on, then.
Stick with me, I'll show you a good tune.
I'll stick with you.
Okay. Excuse me. That's good, okay.
Now David's going to like Sue more than me.
Oh.
I think that's very unfair. Well, Kathy, I have skippied, get it, to the kitchen to see what Kathy is rustling up. Kathy, what are you doing here?
Well, I mean, I burn water. I don't know about you. Terrible, terrible cook. So, it doesn't matter in England because you're so bad at food anyway. I'm sorry, but it's true. You are the only people in the world who took jelly and eels and thought, let's put them together.
Good idea.
So,
You've got a tin in there,
I've
Kathy.
got a tin in there,
Are
yeah.
you saying you're a better cook than we are?
Well, no,
Australia
this
versus
is-
England.
Well, I've assimilated, you see.
Right.
I've picked up your habits. This is the only pudding I can do.
What's in that
a
tin?
can. It's a little steam pud, girls. Little steam pud.
Let's hope it's not dog food in there or something.
Yeah.
Did you check the label?
Never. I think it's wise to never learn to cook because then the men have to. Don't you think?
Are you like Sue and I? Do you like a man to cook for you, Kathy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like that?
But I
Eh?
find that blokes, you know, when you're dating them, they sort of do sensitive things with snow peas.
Yes.
You know, and they leave the cookbooks open.
Yes.
And then as soon as you live with them, their arms suddenly sort of atrophy whenever they're sort of in the near vicinity of the kitchen. Have you found that?
And at the beginning of a relationship, when you've got an apron on, a man is always going like this. Do you know
That's
what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
Just going like that. Quite sinister.
Because
Over
you
the
know
hob.
that the Oxford
Don't like that.
English... you know, girls, that the Oxford English Dictionary actually excised the expression new man from their tome last year because they said, I'm sorry, there aren't any, it's been a big mistake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a myth.
Yeah, it's
a
a
big myth.
It's a big myth. So all the
Now-
guys who call themselves, you know, male feminists have just been looking for a more intelligent bonk, basically.
What
so
about-
anyway.
It's Sticky Toffee Pudding!
Yay!
Well done, Kathy!
Heaven.
Very strong.
Oh.
She's demoulding it there.
Now, isn't that attractive?
Kathy. Well done. Now, Kathy, you may not be aware, actually trained at the Prewleith School of Cookery. Did you or did you not?
Yeah, only for a week. I mean, I went there in Margaret Mead mode, because when you're a writer, you have to be sort of anthropologist on L plates, you know?
Right.
And I went there because what a weird species. You know, they wear their little pearls with their cooking aprons,
Do
and they talk
they?
about their mummies and their ponies. It's a dowry. It's a way of finding a husband, you know?
Oh, really?
So I got some great material, but learned absolutely nothing, as you can see.
I can
Yeah.
see there, Kathy. This looks ruddy marvellous and I can't wait to tuck in. Cheers, thanks for coming on.
Pleasure.
Now, Sue, have you ever seen a koala bear?
No, he kept his clothes on throughout the entire experience. He was a very discreet koala bear. How many times do I have to tell you, please respect my privacy? I'm seeing him for a quiet drink on Thursday. I don't want you to make anything of it.
Right.
Thank you. I'm in the lounge with Rolf, who during lunch received a full mouth-to-mouth resuscitation with tongues, I noticed, from Kathy.
Get
Top
off.
result, Rolf. Now, what are you making? I see you've done a bit of a drawing for
Just
me.
doing a Rolfaroo, yeah, for your gallery to
A
start the gallery
Rolfaroo?
off. Yeah, yeah.
It's not a Waller Rolf.
No. It could be a roll. It could be a kangaroo Rolf if you like.
It could be a kangaroo Rolf. Can we put it on our light lunch sort of art?
Yeah, I'm just
art
doing a
display.
smart little board around the top. You put your finger on the top and just run it along like that. Oh, a bit of a dance
Cool
there.
border.
Who
Why do you
cares?
always, you know, you do this.
I did
Do a
that
bit of that for
because
us.
they said it's really boring when it's silent when you're doing the painting. So I couldn't think of anything
So
sensible to
rather
say.
than put incidental music on, they made you on.
I wouldn't let them put incidental music. I said I won't do it. If you're going to put incidental music, it means you don't think it's good enough to watch. If
Sure,
you
that's
put
fair
incidental
call.
music on. So they said, oh, well, you've got to do something. So I used to try and tell jokes and go, just for something to do. really. Sign it, how's that?
Do you sell paintings? Your paintings fetch sort of
Well,
hundreds of pounds.
I never get them in time to do paintings, really. Let me just do light. How do you spell lunch? L-U-N-C-H.
L-U, oh, don't ask me, like L-U-N-C-H. Rolf, that is fantastic. Thanks very much. Give a round of
Something
applause
like
for the
that.
Waller Rolf. The Rolf.
Good one.
Most people, Rolf, know you for Animal Hospital, basically. I'm going to call in young Mel at this point, actually, young Mel and Kathy.
Mellington.
It's unfair.
Come with me,
Mellington and
Kathy.
Catheroo.
Come with me.
Catheroo.
I've just got to do the red bow tie. I forgot that.
Sorry.
Butt cam,
Oh,
butt
hang on a
cam.
minute. Watch the manners
Move
again.
those
oh,
buns,
look
boys.
at-
There you go.
You're-
Move
I
on.
think you're here, isn't it?
This is Kathy's
Doesn't matter.
sticky toffee. There,
That's
you're
my
fine,
coffee.
Rolf. You're
Okay,
there.
whatever you
Kathy
think
there.
is a fair thing.
Rolf, may I present you with some sticky toffee pudding? There you go.
Oh, gosh, what about the waistline? You don't care, do you?
No, we don't care. Waistline is being thrown caution-free to the wind.
Oh, share.
Oh,
We've
oh.
bonded, we've
Oh, we
karate
have.
massaged, we've tongue kissed.
Oh, it's all happening. Hot to trot is
There's
our Rolf.
a good one over there. You could.
Oh, right.
How's that?
Thank
I
you.
just want to get back to the Animal Hospital. 9 million viewers watch Animal Hospital. I mean, incredibly popular show. Has it been sort of fun to do?
yuck. Oh.
It's been absolutely amazing to do. It's been amazing. I mean, from a week, a sort of a trial week where we were on every afternoon,
Yeah.
every evening, I should say, every evening.
It
for
was
the week.
live, wasn't it, for the first?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, as live as one could do. We filmed all day, edited all through the day, and put it on at 8 o'clock at night.
Mm.
And by the end of that week, we got 11 million viewers on the last
Astonishing.
show. And it's like, gosh, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And by the end of the first series, we thought we had seen everything that we could possibly see in a veterinary practice. And we've done 4 series now, and we're into the 5th.
And still seeing new stuff.
It's amazing, yeah.
Are you a fan of Animal Hospital?
I hate animals. I think I dated so many as a teenager. You know, it sort of put me off.
All those frogs.
Yeah. But they're, you know, cute animals, though, these ones. I mean, it's quite traumatic sometimes. I mean, you do some of his teasers. Oh, there's a little bunny and he's not very well. And, oh, he got a bit better. No, he hasn't. He's died. It
But we
kills
don't
me.
do it like that, do we? We
No,
don't
that
say,
was
here's
just
a little bunny.
encapsulated version.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Sorry, can I just ask you, Kathy, what do you think of the pudding?
It's about the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted.
Kathy, you made that, and you don't like it.
It's sad.
you
isn't
opened
it?
a tin with this. Did you have any sort of hairy moments during filming Animal Hospital?
just with that little parakeet thing that bit me, and
You stuck with your scarf?
no, but I had it for about an hour. He dented the quick there so
painful.
bad that there was this dent for an hour after the show. Oh gosh.
So they was it having its beak trimmed off?
I tell you, David Grant always says to me, don't get too casual about dogs because they can turn like that very fast.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, don't get your face too near them. If you put your hand out, put your hand in a fist, because if you put fingers out, they can grab the
That'll
finger
happen.
and you can't get it away. And you sort of think, oh, yeah, but I know how to react to dogs.
Yeah.
And there was this little boxer, very thin little boxer, and I went sort of like that, which I usually do to let him know that I'm actually a dog myself. You know,
Are they convinced?
and he turned around and he went like that, and he had his whole mouth covering my face like this,
Really unpleasant.
teeth up there and chin under there, and he didn't bite or anything. He just sort of said, I don't like mucking around. I'm not well. Just
Yep.
don't muck around with me. And it scared the living daylights out
Not
of me.
surprised.
And we didn't get it on film. We didn't see it, but it was
Too
such
scary, I
a warning
imagine.
for me.
Yeah.
And the English love of dogs is so weird. Didn't you find that when you first came, especially with the upper class? You know, they keep their little dogs at home and send their kids off to those high-class kennels called
Oh,
Eton
yeah.
and Harrow. You
Oh,
know,
we
and
love
you
them.
think, hello?
Now, young Mel is with the audience. Are you there, Melly?
Well, Sue, big news is people are literally queuing up to ask questions. Literally queuing. Look at that. Queue of people. I'm with Anthony at the top of the queue. He's tucking into some sticky toffee pudding. What do you think? What's your verdict, Anthony?
It was really impressive.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Good man. What's your question?
Well, Rolf, you've had an impressive musical career over the many years. Who's your favourite band?
At the moment, I enjoy Oasis. I think they're great. I don't know.
Oh.
I do, but
Yeah.
I don't know why they have to carry on with all the antics and
All the spitting. Stop the spitting.
but all the stuff where they're being rude and crude and things. But the music they create, I think, is fabulous.
How about you, Kathy? What's your favourite band?
Well, I like Oasis, except they do have love bites on their mirrors, don't they, those boys? Hello. They're so in love with themselves, it's
Yeah.
nauseating. But maybe that goes with the rock star territory.
I think it's a
don't
whole
know.
rock thing, isn't it?
With the men, not with the girls, I don't think.
Well, the next question, please.
Hey, I'm here with Kirsty, who's at the top of the queue. She's just come very clean with me and said, Mel, I've got very bad breath. Kirsty, you do. You really do. What have you just been eating for your lunch?
Chicken fritters, a little bit of chicken with
quite
a bit of
spicy.
cumin, very spicy.
It's all coming my way, but that's fine. Ask you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was honesty. It was
Yeah.
honesty. Ask your question, Kirsty. Is it
Yeah,
cool?
it's for Rolf. I'd like to know, how do you think you've managed to keep such a large following amongst young people?
Good question.
Oh, it's high, isn't it? I've got to hear, actually, Kirsty.
In answer to your question, would you shut up while I'm trying to say? No, that was a joke. No.
Oh, you hurt me, Rolf.
What was it? Oh, yeah. I think probably by being very honest throughout my career and not taking kids for a ride on any of the programs I've done with them. So they trust me, I think. Yeah.
But your appeal's not just kids. I mean,
Well, kids
it's
grow up.
unilateral.
But kids grow up. See,
That is true.
All the college students and university students, they were all kids. They know all the songs. When you get out there doing a uni gig, they all want Two Little Boys and Caractacus and Kangaroo, and they sing every word. And then when you do the rock songs, they sing every word of that as well.
That's true. And you've got a rock. I think you're about to treat us to a rock song right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well, I have to say that lunchtime, yes, lunchtime is nearly over. Well, let's say, first of all, a large thanks to our awesome Australians, the very cuddly Rolf Harris, the very lovely Kathy Lett. Now, Rolf, you're going to play us your brand new cover of Edwyn Collins' song, is that right?
What a good
I've
idea.
never met a girl like you before, is that right?
Yep.
Please
Take it
feel
away,
free
Rolf.
to join your band, Rolf. Rolf Harris!
We have been two little girls with two little brain cells, each giving a very wooden performance. Rolf, can't wait any longer. Let's hear it. See you tomorrow, everyone. Goodbye.
Never met a girl like you before. Never met a girl like you before. Never known a girl like you before. Just like in the songs from days of yore. And here you come and knocking, knocking on my door. And I've never met a girl like you before. You give me just a taste, so I want more. Now my hands are bleeding and my knees are raw. 'Cause now you got me crawling, crawling on the floor. And I've never known a girl like you before. You made me acknowledge the devil in me. I hope to God I'm talking metaphorically. I hope I'm talking allegorically. I know that I'm talking about the way I feel. And I've never known a girl like you before. Never, 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 never known a girl like you before. This old town has changed so much. I don't feel that I belong. Too many protest singers, not enough protest songs. And now you come along, yeah, you come along. And I've never met a girl like you before.
The Italians love their food. They prepare it with passion, cook it with care, and serve it with pride. But they hate having their faces rubbed in it. After England's success in Rome,